Welcome back to My Way Off the Highway. Last episode we travelled from Perth to Alice Springs. This episode takes us even further from Alice Springs to Cairns via the Plenty and Donahue Highway. We visit Porcupine Gorge, Jervois Station, and the phenomenon of the Min Min Lights. Stay tuned to watch our adventures unfold.
It's got little babies around it. It's a big spider.
Welcome to Jervois Station. This property is located 350 kilometres east of Alice Springs along the Plenty Highway or 460 kilometres west of Boulia. The station obtained its name from the Jervois Ranges, which run through the property. The ranges were explored by H.V. Barclay in 1878, who named them after a South Australian governor, Sir William Jervois. Jervois was formed as a station in 1960 and was one of the last stations to be taken up in the area. It currently remains a working cattle station and recently suffered devastating losses of cattle in one of our country's most recent droughts. This tranquil and outback stopover sells fuel and can arrange spare parts or tyres in breakdown situations. The campsite rests under a canopy of enormous gum trees. No bookings are necessary, and at $15 per vehicle per night camping fees, make sure you plan to stay a night at this traditional and unique station as you travel between Harts Range and Topinwara. As you cross the red centre of Australia, this is a must stop, and Jervois is pet friendly, can restock your water and allows for rubbish disposal for guests. I'm just about to leave Jervois Station. This is one of those places that I could have stayed and quite happily stayed for a couple of days. I've just had a good hour or two chat to the station managers and staff, and it's an amazing place. They suffered the drought and had lost a lot of cattle. They've just bounced back. They're now doing reasonably well. However, the tourism side of this station is what interests me. And you can drive through the Australian outback and cross the Great Central Highway and the Great Central Road, and the Plenty Highway, and you can pull into all these stations. And so many of these stations are becoming so modernised that you can order a latte, you can order fish and chips, you can have hamburgers, you can have exotic meals. They've got flash hotel rooms, and to me, that's not what it's about. That's not why I cross the Australian outback. That's not what I'm here to see. If I want to go for a latte or have an exotic meal, I would have stayed in Perth. Those people on the right here who have camped there, wonderful people. They've had a good chat by the fire. They've been heading the same direction as me. That's why I come through the outback. You meet amazing people and you get to see Australia in its raw, untouched condition. The 467 kilometre drive from Jervois Station to Boulia takes about 5 hours without stopping. The Plenty Highway turns into the Donahue Highway as you cross the Northern Territory to Queensland border. There's heaps to see, so keep your eyes peeled for all the wildlife and the hidden gems along the way. Be sure to stop a night in Boulia, where you may witness one of Australia's most bizarre phenomena known as the Min Min Lights. Boulia has built its tourism around these mysterious lights that have had scientists baffled for centuries. The Min Min Lights are rumoured to have magical qualities, and sometimes appear to follow observers even as they speed away on horseback or in a vehicle. There are many theories as to how this magical extraterrestrial-like experience occurs, but the most likely is that the lights appear as a refraction from a man-made light source through an inverted mirage, even when the light source is hundreds of kilometres away. It's believed a cold, dense layer of air carries the light over the horizon by way of temperature conversion, but no explanation can be provided as to how the lights follow observers around their camps or as they flee in fear. The legend of the Min Min Lights is an interesting story and well worth investigating when you visit this town.
Oh, they are. So they're eating something, so I might get out and move that, whatever it is, off the road once they... Oh, they're actually chewing They're chewing the bone carcass of another dead cow, which I'll get out and move this so they can, so it's safer for them and safer for other road users. Not exactly sure what that was. I think it's the skin of a dead animal. But I've moved it off the road so that no more cows get hit. It's very green around here, so I'm surprised that they're eating it. However, there is a dead cow just up here on the right hand side. Very bloated. Someone's hit the poor female cow, that is. So I just go through nice and slow. This fella doesn't want to move. But they're not shy of the road at all. So I'm just heading from Hughenden out to Porcupine Gorge, and obviously the reason I stayed at Hughenden last night was because of the downpour we've had. All the floodways, so along these roads you get a floodway every kilometre or so where the road drops into a dip like this. They're all starting to fill up with water. They're causing, look, they demand respect. You know, you've got to slow down for them. You can't go barreling through them obviously, or you're aquaplaning across the top of them. So it's just about driving conservatively and making sure that you're aware of your surroundings, and that each time you see a floodway sign that you start slowing down, because most of them are starting to fill up. You know, not all of them. I'm looking forward to, however, to Porcupine Gorge, because apparently the best time to see this place is after it's rained. So that's exactly the situation now. So I'm hoping to see the falls in all their glory. So more when we get there. And we'll hopefully stop at a few other tourist destinations on the way back before I head to Townsville tonight for another dry camp. Just walking up to the Porcupine Gorge lookout. Here's one especially for you, Marlene. These spider webs hanging across the path, and these spiders hanging down. So they catch you as you go through under the trees. Creepy. One thing about these trails is the spiders and the size of these things. Don't know if you can tell on camera. This thing's about 10 centimeters long. And it's got little babies around it. It's a big spider. They hang down across the paths as you walk up to the gorge lookout. So here's the trail, and their webs come, you can't see on camera, across the path, and they sort of catch you out as you go through, and you get under one, and then you're on to the next one.
Welcome to Porcupine Gorge. This 27-kilometre long gorge lies in dry savanna country in far northwest Queensland, 60 kilometres north of Hughenden. After Europeans settled this land in 1864, Ernest Henry established the first cattle and sheep station in the area, which then led to the birth of the township known today as Hughenden. Many properties quickly established around Hughenden after it was surveyed in 1877, including the Wangalee Cattle Station. The station's boundaries surrounded parts of this gorge, but the land was declared a national park in 1970 due to the area's geographical significance. In a harsh landscape that appears both sparse and peaceful, Porcupine Gorge supports a myriad of unique plant and animal life. There is a single walking track that allows you to explore this gorge that stretches 2.4 kilometres in length and requires a moderate level of fitness to walk the return 1.5-hour trip. You'll require a half day to detour out here from the Donahue Highway and the Hughenden Township. As I travelled further north towards Cairns, I arrived in Charters Towers, which was holding a cattle dog mustering show, which turned out to be loads of fun and very entertaining. It reinforced my idea of the importance to stop at anything of interest and not speed past it. So don't be scared to turn around, go back, look at something, and not rush to the next location.
I've pulled up at Cairns Tourist Park, had a shower, done my washing, washed the bedding. I'm about to go over the car and just catching up. I'll clean probably the inside of the car before Hayden gets here. It smells like someone's been living in it for 2 weeks, so we'll get all that sorted. What I do want to say is how much of a difference it makes to your trip when you prep your vehicle properly and you maintain regular checks of your vehicle. So every single time I stopped my vehicle, whether it was for 1 minute to air up, to go into the shop to get fuel, it didn't matter what, whether or to set up camp, I would walk around the whole vehicle. I would do a visual check, I would shake the roof rack, shake the awning, shake the bull bar, give the spotlights a quick tap, and have a look under the car. See if anything was loose. That made a big difference to my trip. It turned a small minor loose bolt into an easy and quick fix instead of a potential breakdown or losing something off the vehicle or even a potential accident depending on what it was. So check your vehicle regularly, prepare it before you go. My tyres, I passed so many people, I helped so many people with flat tyres. I had to lend someone my spare tyre to get them into the next town because they had gone through 2 tyres. I got through 2 or 3 of the country's roughest roads and the worst corrugations the country could throw at me without a flat, without a puncher, nothing. Brand new tyres, mind you. I'll tell you what tyres I'm running when you watch the YouTube videos. Very happy with them. If you use your tyres properly, if you do what you're meant to, if you let your tyres down, if you're not lazy, if you do them back up when you get to the bitumen, obviously the 5K, just go slow. But treat your tyres right and they'll last you for a very long time. They'll last you for the warranty period of the kilometres they guarantee. Use your tyres properly. They're meant to be let down. They're meant to be inflated and deflated to suit the track conditions, and drive to the track conditions. Don't do 100 Ks and try and bounce over the top of the corrugations if it's going to be dangerous and bounce you around the corners where you don't have control of the vehicle. So I'm going to tell you who my mechanic is and I'm going to highly recommend them through my videos. It's an amazing country. If you're thinking about going out there and seeing it, don't think anymore, just do it. If you haven't got someone to go with, do it by yourself. Prep yourself, prep your car, there'll be no problems. I carry an EPIRB, sat phone, I'm well prepared, and I cruise through the first stage of this 4 to 5 stage trip. I'm going to put my money on it now. I'm going to get through the whole trip without a puncher, I reckon. I'm very happy with the tyres I'm running, and I'm going to get through the whole trip without a breakdown. The car is running mint. Love it, very happy, couldn't ask for more. Here's Hayden. Hello Hayden. How was your flight? I've just put the billy on. Sorry? I said I've just put the billy on. Put it all straight before this night turns into day, and then I'm on my way. Yeah. Yes, I'm on my way.